Welcome back. Today's video is going to be an update for the project 10 uses. I really love doing this project. It's a shop my stash style of project where I pick 4 or 5 items at a time, use them 10 times and roll them out for something different. Just a way to rotate through my makeup collection, make sure things are not getting neglected. This project was first started by Phoebe HB. I will link her in the description box. I am doing other project pans where I am trying to hit pan and finish things up completely. So check out my project pan playlist to see more project pan videos. Also, I filmed this makeup look, so if you're curious about that, I will link it in the description box and in the cards. I had 5 items. One of them I ended up giving away. I'll talk about that, but I did use everything 10 times, so I'll be picking 4 new products, and let's get started. So for the last round of this project, I did randomly pick things out that I had put in a bag and just randomly pick them out. It was a whole lot of fun. I think I may do that like every other time. This time I just kind of went ahead and picked the things I wanted to use. So I had 5 things. There was an eyeshadow palette, the Lawless, the little one palette, which is just a very neutral palette, and I did use it 10 times, but then I ended up giving it to my mom because she wanted to get into some makeup, and that was a really simple palette. I think it was very beginner friendly, small, compact. The mattes are easy to blend, nothing super colorful, so it was the perfect palette to give her. I have those shades in a bunch of other palettes, so you know, I figure she'll get more use out of it. I have plenty of warm neutrals, but it was a good palette and I did enjoy using it. I ended up having 2 lipsticks and 2 highlighters because like I said, I randomly picked these out of a bag without looking. So, you know, that was kind of fun. The AOA Studio highlighter in Eris, I really liked this. I think I may have used this more than 10 times. And it's a pretty intense frosty type highlighter. It doesn't look quite as silver as it looks in the pan on the face. It's pretty flattering actually. I really like this. It's only $1 and it's really, really good. So I really enjoyed using that. And then also the MAC highlighter in Barely Dressed. I did use this in a Get Ready With Me for my Reviving Old Palette series a few weeks ago. And this one, yeah, it looks white, but it has 4 different shades in there and they're a bit duochromed. So yeah, this one's so hard to see. And last time I tried swatching this, but like it didn't show up at all on camera. So there's one that's like a bit more gold, one that's a bit more peachy pink, one that's slightly blue. This is really pretty. I really enjoyed using this highlighter. So yeah, this is something I randomly bought at a CCO last year. And yeah, I hadn't used it that much, but now that I have used it more, I definitely loved it. And I had 2 lipsticks. One is the Chanel Rouge Cocoa in Russie, which is, it's pink. It looks pretty intense here, but on the lips, it's actually a bit more sheer. It's really pretty. I had a lot of fun layering this with other colors. There's a more neutral liquid lipstick that I'm panning in the Partners in Cream project pan from Dose of Colors. I layered those together. I layered it with like pink gloss. This was fun. This is a really nice lipstick. Right now, this is the only Chanel makeup product I own. In the past, I did have some other makeup from Chanel, but it was a very long time ago. This is nice, really nice formula. I kind of want to buy some Chanel makeup. I don't know, I haven't had any. Like I said, that is the only thing I have, but I enjoyed using it. And then the other lipstick is by Propa Beauty, and this is in the shade Made It. And I loved this one. Beautiful orangey brown. My only complaint with this one is, so it's a very creamy formula. You have to really be careful because I don't know if you can tell, but it's starting, it like gets kind of squished up against the side, if you can see that. And it was getting kind of messy and it was kind of getting all over the tube. So I did have to wipe it off a couple of times. It's totally fine. This is a beautiful formula. If you like shiny lipsticks, this is what I would recommend. They have really fun colors. They have a lot of nudes from light to dark, everything in between. Very beautiful. This orangey brown is so pretty. I love it. So yeah, I mean, beautiful formula, especially if you like shiny lipsticks. And yeah, I'm really glad that I used this. Alrighty, so for the new products that I'm picking, I was kind of having a hard time deciding, and I've decided I don't think I'm going to put eyeshadow palettes in this project for a while, and I don't think I'm going to do usage projects on eyeshadow palettes anymore. I think I'm just going to do purely shopping my stash for eyeshadow palettes, not really worrying about usage or anything like that. I am going to continue my Project 100 uses, but beyond that, I just haven't really felt like counting usage on eyeshadow palettes. I don't know. To me, project panning is supposed to be fun, so if it starts to feel kind of tedious or annoying, then I don't want to do it. So I want to have fun rotating through my makeup collections. So yeah, I'm not going to have any palettes in usage projects for a while. So, you know, we'll see. But the 4 new products, one is a liquid lipstick by Clarity Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Cookie. This is a very kind of warm neutral shade. I have several other colors that kind of look like this, but I really like it. It's a really, really nice. I like to wear these kind of colors with a gloss on top, and this is the perfect formula to do that with because it's very thin. It's almost like a watery liquid lipstick, but I like that. It's very comfortable. So this isn't one of those like super matte, thick liquid lipsticks. That's not comfortable for me. I don't like that. So yeah, I really like that formula, and I feel like this is like a really good fall warm brown shade. Obviously, I'm in the fall spirit already, as you can tell by my decor and my makeup. I'm ready for it. I really am. Speaking of warm tones, I went with the Tower 28 blush in Golden Hour. I really like this. I've used this in several of my Get Ready With Me's that I've been doing. I bought this a couple months ago and I love it. Oh my gosh, this formula, amazing. So pigmented, and this orangey color. I mean, I love warm tone blushes. Today I'm also wearing like really warm tone blush, and yeah, I just feel like these kind of colors really suit my skin tone, and also, you know, I plan on doing a lot of warm toned eye looks coming up, so I thought that would be perfect. And then I picked 2 face palettes. I don't know why, but I always end up neglecting my face palettes. Kind of sad. So I went with the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold palette. I actually really like this. I mentioned before when I first bought it, I was super disappointed, but I think it was the brush I was using was just not picking up the product very well, and I switched to like a more dense brush. Like a fluffy highlighter brush does not pick this up very well, but a dense one works amazing. Very beautiful. So you've got like, you know, a yellow gold, deeper gold, and more pink toned. These are really pretty. So yeah, this is something I got on major sale on her website last year. It was 40% off. And yeah, like I said, when I first bought it, I felt kind of ridiculous for buying it because I didn't like it. But yeah, once I switched up the brush, it worked very well. And then another face palette. This is actually one that I've used a lot and I really, really enjoy it, but I always want to try to remember to bring it out into the rotation. The Becca Chloe palette. This one is really nice. And also, you know, I'm feeling the autumn colors, and these are kind of orangey, you know, shimmery blushes, very pretty. Beautiful champagne vanilla highlighter. Actually, you know what? The bronzer in this palette's really nice, and I haven't used it in a long time. It's definitely my least used. When I use this palette, I tend to use either the blushes or the highlighter, and I rarely use the bronzer, but I should use that bronzer because it actually works on my skin tone pretty well. Yeah, this is something I have actually used a lot. This was in my Project 100 uses, and I've used this over 100 times. But these baked, like domed products, I mean, they last so long. I still think this is one of the best products that Becca has ever come out with. I love it so much. This formula is so amazing. It definitely reminds me a little bit of the Hourglass formula. It's different. I would say like these are a bit more shimmery than the Hourglass blushes, but they give that like luminous look on the face, and they kind of melt into the skin. I think that's what I really like about this. It doesn't sit like on top. It just like really melts into the skin. So I don't know, this is a really good formula, and I've used this a lot, but I don't want to forget about it. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. That is it for this Project Pan update. I really enjoyed everything in the last round, and I'm really glad that I did give my mom that eyeshadow palette because it's really nice and I have those colors. So, you know, it's better to just give it to someone who doesn't have 80-something eyeshadow palettes. But yeah, I'm excited for the new picks. Very fall themed, which obviously I'm very into. If If you want to see my other Project Pan videos, check out my Project Pan playlist. Like I said, I also filmed this makeup look that will be linked as well if you want to see that. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.